Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Are There Your Best Predict. In today's new edition, I'm going to put you guys through the process of how you can conveniently predict the betting strategy of shots on target. Actually, this particular strategy is not always available on all bet platform, but few of these bet platform provide this particular market. One of the bet platform that always provide this market is this particular bet platform that I have now, which is 1xbet. So sometimes provision of this shot on target depends on the levels or how important most of the leagues are. We have the hierarchy of how popular leagues are, and one of the popular league that I will be using as an example in today's video is the Premier League, or sometimes, or let me say, let us go for the Europa League. So many people always find it hard to get varieties of markets to predict their games on, and some people they find it hard to accumulate their desired odd or a big odds in a day. Actually, it happens because during the weeks we don't always have enough games to stick our to predict our games on. So now I'm going to be using a particular match here as an example. Actually, I want to advise you guys to always take your bets on international league. That is all these are Champions League. When it comes to predicting shots on target, I want to advise you to always go for all these UEFA Champions League or Europa League. So if you want to be predicting your shot on target, make sure you do it on most of these major leagues that we are all familiar with, like the Premier League, the La Liga, the German League, the League One, and the others like that. So these are the varieties of markets that the 1xbet bookmakers always offer. They offer the yellow card, the red card, the normal card, different varieties of strategies, and so on. So, if you have not seen something like this before, this is how you can access it. You can see it here. Shot on target. We have, and when you click on it, if you click on it, you are going to see varieties of market on it. That okay, who is going to have who is going to win the shot on target, who is going to have the highest shot on target points. Is it going to be a double chance? Probably that maybe the home will win or draw. And we have the total, which is what I'm going to be teaching you guys in today's video content. The total, which is over 6, over 7, over 8, over 9, and so on. And you can also decide to predict on unders, but for me, I don't like predicting anything under in my games. Most times I don't really like it. So what I'm going to teach you in this video is how to predict shot on target over using this particular match as an example for it. And after teaching you guys, I'm going to show you guys how this thing is very accurate and based on the previous games that we've seen before. Now don't let us waste our time. What I'm going to do now is show you guys the easy steps in predicting over short on target. It's a very simple strategy that you can be cashing out every day with. Now let us go to our live bets app. So guys, don't forget I said I want to use this particular match as an example of how we are going to predict the over shot on targets. Now, there is one problem that I always have with all these international games, and that is one of the reasons why I said if you want to predict over shot on targets, you may decide not to um go for all this international league, because I will show you something now. This is their head to head, which shows their last five uh previous games with other teams for both home and away, and their last meeting with each other. If you notice this very well, in their last head to head, which you can see, they only play two games together. They don't, because there are teams that doesn't often meet together. So using applying the strategy on this kind of games can be it can affect the outcome. It can affect the outcome. So my advice for you guys is just that if you want to predict your overshot on target, let us go for leagues. Okay, let's go for leagues. Okay, don't let us use this particular uh Champions League for example. So I'm going for leagues right now. Okay, yes, I have one game. I have one game. This Bournemouth versus Manchester City. Actually, if you another tips that I'm going to give you guys is that if you want to predict your shot on target over, make sure that when you are picking your games, make sure that the match that you want to predict, like the match you want to predict, make sure that the day you are predicting it is the day they are having the match, because the bookmaker will not provide the market for games that they are meant to play maybe 5 days or 4 days to the day you are predicting your game. So if you check this Bournemouth and Manchester City now, if you check it on the best platform, I'm very sure the bookmaker will not provide the easiest market, like the safe market for you guys, which I'm very sure it is what they are capable of. Now, don't let us waste too much of our time. The first thing you need to look into, and the reason why I decided to pick the match between Bournemouth and Manchester City, is because I know that the odd that the bookmaker will give will be very small based on the ability of these two teams. Now, the first thing you need to look into if you want to predict your overshot on target is look at the odd provided by the bookmakers, and the how this will give you the insight of how the game can be, because it will show that okay, this is the underdog and this is the favorite team to win. Now, if you check the favorite team to win and you see that the odd given to the team is below 1.50 odd, if you check this particular situation now, we're having 1.47 odd, which shows that Manchester City have the high chance of winning this particular game. Now, we are going to make use of this particular match as an example. The first thing you need to do, always check the odd, whether at least the favorite team is given an odd that is lesser than 1.50 odd. So in this situation, we're having 1.47 odd for the favorite team, and checking the head to head, we have the last 5 games for the home team, which you can see here. We also have the last 5 games for the away team, and we also have the last 5 games they've played with each other. Now, I want you guys to pay very good attention to these details in this video from A to Z, because if I don't want you guys to miss any points, it's a very easy strategy that I use, and I'm going to make use of the average. We call it the average point strategy. Now, let us go. I will make things quick, and I want you guys to have a jotter, a pen, so that you'll be able to document and follow the steps. Now, the first thing you need to do is check the last game. So I'm going to check the last 5 games of the home team, check the last 5 games of the away team, and check the last 5 previous meetings they've had with each other, and that's where we are going to pick our total point from. Now, the last game for the home team, we have between Newcastle and Bournemouth, we have the shot on target, which you can see here. The total shot on target is 12. I want you guys to be documenting it. Is 12. So the next one, Fulham and Bournemouth, the total shot on target, as you can see on the screen, is 10. So we have another one, which is Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. Their total shot on target is 8. You can see it here. So another one we have here is West Ham and Bournemouth. Their total shot on target is 7. So we have Swansea and Bournemouth. Their total shot on target is 7 also. Now we move on to the away teams last 5 previous games. That's Manchester City. So Manchester City and Brentford, we have their total shot on target to be 13. Manchester City and Chelsea, we have their total shot on target to be 11. And for their third game, that is Copenhagen and Manchester City, their total shot on target is 13. So we have Manchester City and Everton. Let us check their start, and okay, this one is kind of worst. Okay, we have their total shot on target to be 4, and Brentford, Manchester City, we have their total shot on target to be 18. So we have to move on to the last chapter now, which is their head to head, That is their last previous meeting with each other. So the first one is where the match ended up in 6-1. The total shot on target is 9. So we have another one here. Okay, the total shot on target here is 7. The match ended up in 4-0 here. The total shot on target is 8. Okay. So another one here is 5. The total shot on target is 5 here. 5. So in the fifth match, their total shot on target is 7. So we have all the 15 matches that we picked, all their total shot on target. So now, don't forget, I believe you all are documenting it. So now let us start. I move on to my calculator right now. And this is where I'm going to do the analysis. Don't forget, we picked the total shot on target from 15 games. Don't forget, 15 games, and we pick 15 matches rather. I will pick all the total shot on target there, and that is what we are going to calculate together right now. So if you guys are documenting it, I believe you have all the figures with you. So the first figure is 12. So you plus it with 10. You plus it with 8. You plus it with 7. You plus it with 7 again. We add it up with 13, with 11, with 13 again. Sorry. So with 4, with 18, with 9, with 7, with 5, with 8, and with 7. So the total figure that we're having here is 139. So 139 divided by 15, because all the total numbers of the games that we select all the shot on target from, they are 15 matches. So divide it by 15, and the total point we're having now is 9.2. Now if you want to predict your games, if you want to predict your over shot on target, you can only go for anything that is below this 9, probably maybe 8 over 8.5 over 7.5 over 6.5 for the prediction. No, it's a very simple strategy. Don't forget, I told you guys that the first thing you need to look into is to look at the odd. Sorry, first thing is to always look at the odd provided by the bookmakers. In this situation, we are having something like 1.47, and that's just it. So the odds determines how the games that you are going to be predicting are your overshot on target on. So if you want to confirm the accuracy of this particular strategy, so I'm going to pick a previous games that they've played, and we are going to use it like 2 or 3. So I want to waste much of our time. You guys will go and do it on yourself to confirm the accuracy of this particular strategy. Now the match they played, that is yesterday, Liverpool versus Luton. If we check the odds given to the home team, the bookmakers gave the home team 1.31 odd or 1.28 odd. I want you guys to go and do the analysis. The match ended up in 4-1. I want you guys to do the analysis by yourself and check the outcome. And another match that I would like you guys to look into, I think, is under the German league. Okay, look into this particular match also, the match between Bochum and Bayern Munich. The bookmakers gave the home team 1.41 odd. You see 1.41 odd, and the team giving maybe 6.84 odd won the game. Now check the use this particular strategy to check the accuracy of this particular strategy. This particular strategy is a special strategy, but I decided to make it free and to the public. But make sure that I want you guys to also remember that this is betting and there's nothing that is 100%. And if you are staking your game, make sure you stake with money that you can afford to lose. That is just the rule of betting. If you want to be making it in betting, or if you don't want to be having this kind of emotional damage stuff, make sure that you are staking with money that if you lose, you know that you lose and you can afford to move on with your life. But if you lose with money that you cannot afford to lose, I'm sorry guys, this can cause a great, you know, psychological damage to yourself. So please make sure you take bet responsibly. And thanks for watching. Please, these two games that I recommend for you guys, make sure you do your analysis on it. Let me even add one more to it, so that, so okay, yeah, go and check the match between Manchester City and Brentford that ended up in 1-0. Check that one also. The bookmakers gave it an odd of 1.21 odd, as you can see on the screen. 1.21 odd. So do the analysis on it and check the accuracy. Just use it to check how credible this particular strategy is. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. If you're interested in learning my yellow card red card strategy, you can come to my DM through the WhatsApp and Telegram link in the video description. If you are highly interested, only for highly interested members, this is a special strategy for you guys. So if you're interested in learning some of it again, check in my DM on WhatsApp and on Telegram. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.